Good evening, good evening. It's Thursday, December 14th, 2023. We're here at the Gamers DMZ with our podcast. I'd like to introduce everybody. Jazzy Moto. How you doing, Jazz?
Doing good. Hello, everybody out there.
Awesome. Mega Elixir.
Hey guys, what's up?
And Sir Rich.
Yo.
And last but not least, the one.
What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining us tonight. We're glad that you are joining us and giving us your time for this evening as we discuss gaming. That being said, we want to get started and discuss some good topics tonight. So I'm going to start off with Mega and find out what he's been playing.
Well, I've been playing a lot of games this week. I've played Mega Man X4 and I beat the second campaign where you play as a character named Zero.
Okay.
Yep, pretty awesome game. I played Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and last weekend my friend came over and we played plenty of games.
Okay.
We played plenty of fighting games. We played Darkstalkers. We
Nice.
played Marvel vs. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. What else? Oh yeah, we played Super Smash Bros. And we played some Mario Kart 8.
You were quite busy.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. Since you said wow, what about you, OG?
Oh, wow. Let me see. Shoot, so many. Let me see. I've been playing a lot
You?
of Steam games, actually.
Oh
I've been playing a
yeah.
lot of Steam games.
Yeah, since you
On the
got your little
Raw
raw
Ally.
gala, I knew you ain't got to tell me. Yeah, your raw gala.
Let's see. I bought a game called Solstice. It's a third-person hack and slash in the Japanese flavor.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. A game that's similar to Vampire Survivor is called Death Must Die. I think y'all will like that.
I'm
It's
writing that
pretty
down
good.
right now.
Yeah, write that one down. It's just like Vampire Survivors with better graphics.
Death Must Die.
Death Must Die. It's like $7 on Steam.
Nice.
Let's see. I played some Armor Core. Armor Core is hard.
No kidding.
I'm
Some
stuck on
software
that.
game.
Armor Core is hard.
You don't say.
Yeah. Let's see. I played a game called it's actually an old game. It's called Lynchton Battle Mage. And it's similar to Immortal Avium.
Avian.
It's similar to that with Magic, which is also on Steam. It was made by Crysis back in I think 2011, something like that. It's pretty good.
Okay.
And let's see. And of course, Starfield, doing missions here and there because I'm still stuck on that.
I forgot how to do
That's
something on
pretty much it.
Starfield. I need to ask you how to do it, but that's at another day. Okay, what
That's
about
it for
you?
me.
Okay, what about you, Serge? Because I know you and Jazz have been playing one game in particular. So other than that game, what have you been playing? So tell everybody what you've been playing, Serge.
I beat Cocoon, I think.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I played that. That took like 5 hours. I single played that.
I think
Um,
I'll play that when I leave town. So yeah, I'm gonna play that.
yeah. Of course, I've been playing Dead Space. Some Destiny. I
What
was
else?
Hmm?
I'm waiting for you to get to the game. You've been spending a lot of time on.
Oh, you mean Dismantled?
No.
Oh, that ain't the game you've been
The
playing a lot.
final? The finals?
Nope.
Couldn't be the finals.
It's a game that you and Jazz were playing.
The finals has got to be the finals. I'm telling
No, it's not.
Deep
No
into
way.
the finals.
It's another one. Keep going.
Keep going. Come on.
Mm. I know you ain't talking about that zombie
I'm
game.
sure they're dying to know.
Ain't no light at the end of this tunnel.
There you go.
Ain't no light at the end of this tunnel.
Uh,
Ha, ha, ha. But yeah, Dying Light 2, since you want to be. Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we've been playing the finals too. Actually,
Oh,
actually
okay.
liking that, and I dusted off for Honor. I forgot how I didn't know how good that game looks on in 4K. And my buddy came over. We was playing Mortal Kombat, and I started a character in Remnant too.
Oh, you started Remnant too?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh
well,
yeah, I forgot about that.
invite me one day. I need to get up. Every game I joined with somebody online, they lost the first battle and then they quit. I'm like, oh my God, you got to understand, you will die.
yeah, it's like Dark Souls, but MMO-ish. Oh, dismantled. I downloaded this game. It was like $5-6. It's like this over the top zombie game. It's actually kind of simple, but it's interesting.
Didn't Double say he played that too?
Dismantled? Mm,
Oh, he did. I don't know. Okay, is that all you played?
I think that's it.
Okay, Jazz, Moto.
I played Dying Light 2, a whole lot of it.
Oh yes. Uh-huh.
A whole lot. I think we technically beat it last night, or we're close to the end, but
We did not beat that game.
it says something about, I don't know, just how they were talking and the happy music and everyone coming together. I was like, it's close.
We did
I could
not
be
have
wrong.
no boss fight or nothing.
True.
She
we got
over
a boss
here
fight.
happy because things is going nice. You know what happens in games like this with zombies when things are going good?
Yeah.
It's preparing you to go off a cliff, off the deep end. Tragedy is about to strike.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
What else? The finals. Played that with Sir Rich as well, and one of my buddies is almost always in my stream. And I know that isn't it. Dishonored. Of course, Rosario Dawson games. Which is funny because I didn't even realize both games. I didn't even know she was in Dying Light 2. What else?
I had to check out that Dishonored.
Yeah, it's a great game.
But nah, you play as Rosario. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah. And a little
I
bit
get
of
to look at
Jackfruit
Rosario.
Radio in preparation for the. Well, I know I got some time, but the remake. But we will get to that later. So I think that's about it.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh, and I did forget Fury Unleashed. It's kind of like a Metal Slug type game.
Yeah.
It's a roguelike Mega Slug.
Okay. Let's see. What did I play? Played Halo, which is fun. Got back into Halo, the multiplayer, and that is real fun. Downloaded the free weekend of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Played that today. It's okay. Played Serious Sam, Siberian Mayhem. That's fun. That reminds me of Doom for some reason.
Silly
I tried to get into Path of Exile. I hadn't played that in so long. Then I tried to play it. I said, no, I'm done. Played Elder Scrolls, but online. But the only reason I played that is to get the parts. I did play Vampire Survivor, and 2 or 3 days ago, I played Remnant. What else did I play? Of course, I played Diablo. Goat Simulator. I just tried that for a hot second, but I'll play that when I'm out of town. When I just want to waste time. So I'm gonna download that to play out of town. That's about it. But before I move on to the main topic, I want to see if any of you gentlemen and lady experience a problem or you do not know the problem that's happening on Xbox Live. And that problem is and I want you guys to pay attention to it because I know I'm not the only one experiencing this. And since Microsoft mucked up by cheating everybody on the game, I mean, on the rewards points, I'm not saying cheating, they just got more miserly and not giving them. I don't know if people have been noticing that usually when you unlock an achievement in a Game Pass game, it automatically pops up on your screen that you get a rewards point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it doesn't happen until like 15, 20, 30 minutes later.
I don't
Then I
even see those
also,
no more at all.
then I also noticed that my gamer score is not going up. I'm stuck at 150 points for the month, and everybody, no, 175, and everyone knows it's not me. But my point I'm making is I'm stuck at 175, and I've already unlocked probably an extra 100 points, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything else in mass till it gets resolved. So I did call Microsoft support today and said, hey, my gamer score is not going up or matriculating in accordance with my actual unlocking achievements. Because I unlocked an achievement in Halo, I unlocked 3 achievements in uh, what's that? One other game, Serious Sam. I unlocked 3 achievements and 2 or 3 over the days. Vampire Survivor. That's where I unlocked 3 achievements, and none of that stuff is calculating. So I was wondering if any of you guys experienced that, or have you noticed it? So if you play a game within the next day or two, and if you unlock an achievement, I'm not talking about the alarm saying, this to let you know you got the achievement. I'm talking about it actually going to your monthly and your overall gamer score.
I'm glad you
And,
mentioned that because I need to check because I did unlock a few achievements and I heard the bloop, but I went to the thing and it wasn't in my notifications, and I
and,
wondered did
and
it not total?
okay, and did you go to your Game Pass?
No, that's what I should have did.
Yeah, go to your Game Pass and see if you have all those in there for the day. Usually happens now 24 hours later, but
Okay.
your gamer score, which is what you should be tracking, and my gamer score is the same, which is crazy
Mm.
because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna play any games hard till this is resolved. And I was just wondering if anyone else experienced, and a couple of people on Twitter said they had experienced it, but I'm waiting for a call back and I've been experiencing this for the last week, but the whole gamer score crap and the whole rewards point crap has been a big conundrum, so to speak, since they started changing all this around. But anyway, I just want to see if
My
any of you.
reward points, they not moving.
Wait a minute. Define what you mean by that.
Like when I do a search and stuff like that, it's like barely working. Sometimes I get the point, sometimes I won't.
That's what I'm
It's
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's not working properly. So they're being funny because I sent a message in last week to tell them, can you send us some information? I'm like, if you got my gamer tag and you know I authenticated myself, you can look right at that account and see what I unlocked. You want me to send you a picture in of that date of me unlocking? Why should I have to do that? And it's your account. It's
That's
your
crazy.
Microsoft. You see
All
it.
you got to do is plug my dang name in and then
And
see where
there
I
you
have some stuff coming in there and it ain't in my name. I ain't get the points.
Give me
The
my
points is
bloop.
the same after I got those things. So do some addition.
so no, it's just
The math ain't math.
no, the math is not there. So please
actually not math.
pay attention to it over the weekend if
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
guys
pay attention because
experience.
like I said, I start playing all these new weird indie games. Like I went indie like crazy because they was
Yeah,
all
but
like $4. But I haven't been
right,
paying attention to my gamer score. So I just
right.
looked and I'm stuck at 175 with you. And I'm
See,
like, wait a
there
minute.
you go.
I was like,
that
hold on. And I was like,
that
did I? I was like, did I? And then I looked at my achievements. I'm like, that's
it's not adding
all
up.
this stuff is about like from the first. Let's see, from the first.
It
Let's see,
started
one,
happening
two,
to
three,
me.
four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 achievements, and all of them are at least 10 points.
Okay, or
Half
more,
of them are more than
or more 30. 'Cause
15,
yeah,
20, 15. Most of them, all of them are in the tens, but half of them is like 15s and 20s.
I unlocked a 25 and a 30. That was I locked 3 5s. So
But
that was 2 or 3 days ago. So I should be at least 200. I'm like, I'm not playing anything to get. I'm only doing daily 5 points or whatever in Serious Sam just to barely get anything because I'm like, no, they're screwing something up, and I
yeah,
want to make sure.
you just told me to go back to do exactly what I was thinking about doing. Go play some For Honor. Go play some Destiny. That's all I hear. I got all
So,
the achievements in those. I'm missing like 3 achievements, and they all in things that I don't do. So,
so I just wanted to make sure you see if I just wanted to inquire and see if any of you had experienced the same thing that I did. And I'm giving them one more day, but I want this resolved. And they said, "Did you reboot your Xbox?" I'm like, "Okay, I have 2 Xboxes. So how?" And it happened on 2 different ones. So you can't tell me
yeah.
that this is happening.
I
And
think
I'm
it's
like,
And I
I
hard boot
can.
my stuff at least a couple times because like after you play the game, that quick resume slows your system down. So I like
Yeah,
hard
I
boot.
always turn it. I do completely. I have to completely turn it off. But
Yeah, at the end
in
of the day.
addition, yeah, at the in addition, I told the person, the customer support, I said I can see it on my phone. So if I can see these things going to my phone, I know
They made it to the
it.
network.
There you go. It's on their network. You see it. So anyway, that was going on with gaming for us this week. And let's get to some of these topics. So I'm gonna give you a little backdrop. The first topic we're going to discuss. What
Like
do you
and
guys think
subscribe.
about it? Yeah, like and subscribe, whatever you do. Please do that. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, the most hated game of 2023 of November.
I wouldn't say that.
And
I
I'm being
wouldn't say that.
facetious.
There's a
I'm being,
there's a number
I'm
one contender for that spot.
being,
That is Call of Duty is in the running, but it ain't that
but my point I'm making is that even though Call of Duty may have gotten a lot of hate from journalists about the campaign being too short, XYZ,
and in the game
um,
modes.
and getting kind of dissed, the game still was the number one seller for November video games.
Mm-hmm.
And my point I'm making is even Spider-Man came out, it beat out Spider-Man on PlayStation. Do you think, and I'm asking you guys, that all this rhetoric you hear online is not going to stop that machine? And Double, what is your point? Do you think that even if next year, I think it's going to even do better if it comes out on the Switch? If the new Switch comes out next year and Call of Duty
Okay.
releases on that new Switch, I think Call of Duty is going to do just as good.
Yeah.
Double.
Well, so what was your question?
What do you think it'll do good? What do you think about the negative campaign going against it, going against Call of Duty, but it didn't stop the sales of Call of Duty on all the platforms and PC? What do you think about that? Do you
I
think
mean,
the
well,
negative campaign has impacted the sales? I don't think so. That's my whole point I'm
no,
going.
no. People like Call of Duty just so much, especially casuals. So
It's Madden. It's
I
the
don't.
Madden of shooters.
Exactly. It's Call of
Of
Duty.
course, it's the
It's
Madden of
it's
shooters. Of course.
okay, it's 4 games that you can say whatever you want to say about it, and it's still going to sell.
It's gonna
It's
sell.
Call of Duty, NBA 2K, FIFA. Well, it's not FIFA anymore, but the whatever FIFA was, the name of FIFA, and Madden. You
Man.
can say whatever you want to say about those games.
And in these games, since they are like that, the only thing you can do is compare them to how they sold in the past, and did it
That's it.
increase, hold, or decrease in in population. So
Yeah. So I mean, it shines in its multiplayer. That's the thing. They like to play.
It's engagement. I mean, it really
dude, I
a
like to
lot of
play it. I
people.
just ain't gonna pay for what it
Yeah.
is when they do it cheaply. And it's not the first time they've done that either. So,
No, it's not. I mean,
and I don't get it when they do that.
but next year is supposed to be a real campaign and
Yeah, it's
a
a
whole
Black
new
Ops.
everything.
They
Yeah,
doing a
so it's
Black
gonna,
Ops, all right?
yeah, it's supposed to be Desert Storm. We'll see. But what are your
Yeah, yeah.
thoughts?
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Hopefully.
Black Ops Desert Storm. We'll see how that turns out. But with a new campaign and day one in Game Pass, that's gonna be monstrous.
Yeah, they need a new team though, man. They need to do a new squad.
You tired of soap?
No, it's just like
No,
you
I
can
see what
have
you
more than
mean.
one squad. It's a whole military. You don't have to focus on
Exactly.
the same squad. You can work with them. Have more than one squad, or more than two, I should say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll come back stronger than ever next year.
Oh, if it launches on the, it'll have. Well, it's
It's
gonna
gonna sell. It just
have a
mean
lot
how
of
well
reach,
it's gonna
right?
sell.
Yeah,
How
I think
many
it'll have a.
new people is gonna bring into the fold?
Well, just think about the Game Pass effect. If you think that you had 10 million people playing Starfield, just think about the probability of just Xbox and PC alone having 10 million in sales of people and people on Game Pass. Game Pass will probably be at 40 to 50 million. And if they drop that in Game Pass and the PC and it being in Nvidia and it goes to the Switch, if it make it to the Switch, even if it sells 2 million on the Switch, that's a big success. What are your thoughts, Jazz? What are your thoughts about Modern Warfare 3
Um, would be the
and the
best
hate?
selling game?
Yeah, in November and with the hate campaign, it was able to withstand it.
Honestly, I'm not surprised because I mean it has their group that's gonna buy it regardless. Which I get because it goes back to my other point how, and I could be wrong with statistics and whatever, but from my observation, most of the people that play it don't play it for the campaign, so they're gonna buy it
Exactly.
regardless. So again,
Exactly.
not surprised.
Suffice to say, I haven't even beat the campaign from last year, and I'm like, I told myself I was gonna go back and play it.
I forgot I did. I reinstalled it and realized I'm like, wait, this is familiar. Let me get this crap off my system.
It's
So
just
right,
so
because
huge,
It
that's
is.
exactly what I was about to say. Call
Mm-hmm.
of Duty is so
200.
huge. 200.
It's trying to update now. It's been sitting in the queue for like a week and a half. It's like, do I want to deal with this today? I'll do it tomorrow.
Mm, You got that right. And then when you go
do it
away
in
from
your
yeah,
sleep.
Yep.
that's exactly what you need to do in your sleep. Megan, what are your thoughts?
I'm not surprised because it's Call of Duty, and you can't go wrong with Call of Duty. And if and people are talking about like the campaign, but what about the multiplayer though?
Yeah,
But but yeah, it's expected for it to sell really well.
agreed.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
my thought is that, like I said, and we had already discussed it, is that it's a multiplayer game. The campaign is there to me as icing, but you're really there for the cake. Or some people may be for the cake because it's sweet. I mean, the icing because it's sweet, and they don't want the cake. But you want the cake and not the icing. To me, Call of Duty, the multiplayer is the cake, and the icing on top is the campaign. It's just the extra because most people get on Call of Duty. And like I said, Call of Duty came out at in the beginning of November, right? I got on today.
Mm-hmm.
I got on today just to play the multiplayer because it's free. Because I told y'all I'm not buying it until it either comes to Game Pass or it goes on sale. It's on sale, but it's not on sale where I'll buy it. I
Yeah,
just saw two
that's what I
games.
say.
I saw two games I can buy. And Call of Duty ain't going nowhere. Trust
Mm-mm.
and believe, because I was
Mm-mm.
playing the other Call of Duty and I can get in the game in less than 30 seconds, so I'm good.
Yeah.
But I got on Call of Duty today. People are already at level 50, 60. I'm playing and I'm level 1. That's the problem with Call of Duty because they already unlocked all the good stuff. But I did play the new zombie, and that's pretty good. That's pretty fun. But other than that, like you said, I feel so Call of Duty is a machine. All the negative publicity was not going to stop it because most of the negative publicity came from journalists or people who are really not into Call of Duty. people who play, and let me say it this way: people who play Call of Duty in mass know every year what they're getting.
Yeah. My
It's
question
not,
is, what's the
yeah.
1 month compared to all the other Call of Duties? What's the 1 month sale comparison? Did it drop in percentage or did it gain in percentage?
I think they said it gained.
Mm-mm.
It didn't
38% drop from the last Call of Duty in the first month during the
really.
holiday season. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where did you see that at? Because I would have saw all the fanboys making negative information about that, but I got to find that. But okay, so it didn't do as well.
It
Interesting.
didn't do as well, but I mean, it did out of all the Call of Duties, it did well. I mean, it's not. I'm saying in comparison for Call
So
of Duty,
right, yeah, it didn't do as
like I'm
well as
saying, where
one
does
of
it
the
sit
best.
on Call of Duties? Because just like when you talk about these games, Call of Duty and stuff, you gotta understand there's a default interest in this. Like this is we comparing
because
it to where it sits in the stature of all the other games that was created in this series. Like
it's astronomical.
yeah, just like Madden. Like people buy Madden, they get mad about Madden, but why are you playing it? Like, oh, I hate this game, but I gotta get my franchise on
Well,
it. Like, come on.
Only man.
I predict,
Yeah.
I predict next year. Now, mark my words. I predict next year is going to be a stellar year for Madden. I mean, not Madden, but Call of Duty. Mark my words, it's going to be a stellar year. Not only because of
Yeah,
Game
it
Pass,
will
but
be.
because the reach is wider. So just watch that. Okay. So I just wanted to get you guys a quick opinion on what you thought about Call of Duty. The next one is something that I find interesting, and that's you guys know that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was supposed to be in production, and that game was canceled. Y'all heard about that, right?
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
because it was a PlayStation game, and then they said PlayStation didn't want to do it. Anyway, Disney said there is still a lot of demand for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. That's one of our topics. What do y'all think about that? Who could pick that up, and who should pick it up, and who would have the talent? One, who should pick it up that can develop a game like that and give it the proper care it needs and nourishment to make it a remake?
It had to be
I'm
RPG
gonna go.
team.
Are you talking about like which
Besides
publisher?
the.
Because
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
case where
yeah.
the
I think
Yeah.
it'll be great for it.
I just say
I'm thinking
besides
more like
the.
the Baldur's Gate team, maybe from
I
memory.
knew you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say Larian.
I don't know because it's
I
because
mean,
it's a
that's your
different
thing.
type of RPG. It's like
Yeah.
more of a traditional RPG. That's why I'm like, and they made a traditional RPG.
Well, what Color was the first ones who made that. You know that, right?
Who?
Obsidian. Didn't Obsidian make that the original?
Yeah.
They made two. I think it
I
was
I
think
think
two.
yeah, they did make one
who
of
made?
them.
I think they made Kotar.
you're talking
They
about the
made the
original
original.
Knights of the Old Republic. I
The
thought it was
original.
BioWare.
I don't think it was Bioware. I know I played one on the PC that I
And
was like, it
BioWare
was
made the first one.
the on the PC. I remember I was one of them. I
I
was
think
heavily into
Obsidian
on
did
the
too.
PC.
Okay, that was GameIndustry.biz that reported the Call of Duty 25% drop with Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah,
I just looked it up, but let me look up.
two.
Um,
And BioWare did the first one.
yeah, BioWare. That's who did it because I was
Yeah, I
like,
knew
it's the
that.
same people who made y'all Jade Empire. Yeah, Jade Empire.
Okay. Well, you know that ain't gonna happen.
Nah, that's why. But who else? I mean, because it's like I said, Baldur's Gate, but it's like I don't know any other. I don't play traditional RPGs like that, so I was like, I'm kind of vacant on teams when it
Me,
comes to that.
I would say I would like Obsidian to do it, but they don't have the time. But if that's my point, but if it was
A dream,
yeah,
perfect
dream, but
ideal.
yeah, but not only that, I can say this right now. I am shocked that even Baldur's Gate 3 they said is in the top 10. Top 10 to me doesn't mean anything. I need to know numbers for that.
Hmm.
So they could say, "Oh, it was in the top 10," but did it sell like a million units on the Xbox? I don't think I can play that game because I looked at a video on YouTube of somebody playing that. I'm like, I can't
Yeah.
do that.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Mm-mm.
like, I can't.
Nope.
Can't do it.
One of my buddies
That's
was
not my
playing
cup
in
of
there.
tea.
I ain't. I'm sorry, I ain't
I
with it.
can't do that. That's
That's
not
not
type
my
of
cup of
game.
tea at all.
To me,
I'm glad y'all enjoying it, but nah.
I would rather play a board game. I think I'd have more fun playing a board game than
more
a
fun.
game.
Break
I
out
would.
the
For
Dungeons and
real.
Dragons. Come on, get the game
For
master.
That's why.
real.
We need to get a real game out
But that's why.
here.
That's why I don't think I would want them to do the remake. It would to me. I couldn't play it. I just couldn't. And I want to say something because no one thought about this. Everyone, and I want to make sure we put everybody on the same level playing field, right? And I'm going after double on this too. But we always go after PlayStation because they have 75 million or 50 million gamers, right? OG,
It's
OG.
50 million. What you saying? 50
Yeah,
million
yeah,
PS5s out there?
yeah. Up 50 million, and they only sold 5 million.
Like you sound so shiny. Like what?
And like my point
So
I'm
what you
making is,
saying?
so we go after them, and they what Spider-Man sold what 5 million.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna make it to 10 million.
I told you it wasn't, but you didn't believe me.
I don't think it's gonna make it.
That don't make no sense.
I don't think it's gonna
That don't
Okay,
make
make
well
no
I'm going
sense.
no, but I'm going somewhere with this now. Okay,
So
yeah,
I'm looking at the Game
everybody,
Awards in my
yeah,
mind. That's what I'm looking
yeah,
at.
everybody was hooping and hollering over Baldur's Gate selling 20 million. Oh, it did great. Oh, it did great. Now I'm gonna give them the same respect. How many PC gamers they say are in the world? 400 million?
Oh, jeez.
Shoot,
No, they said
Jeez.
boy.
about 400 million PC
I
gamers,
don't
right?
know. I'm just saying. I don't know. It's a big number. I don't know.
But
I
it's
think
more
it's
than
more than that.
okay. So let's give it the same energy. Then you telling me less than 10% of PC
You were
gamers
short.
bought Baldur's Gate. So how is that a success? It made money, but if you got 400 million PC gamers and it only sells 20 million, right?
Yeah.
That's less than 5%. All right, it was about 5%.
Yep. About right. So we're saying that first party exclusives don't mean that much. Is that what we're
Well, what
saying?
I'm saying is that
The
when yeah, I'm just saying for what
demographic
it's
of that
yeah,
type of game.
I'm just saying to be funny that if you're gonna
They
if you're
bring it
gonna
up one
judge
way
them right, if you're gonna
from the same
judge
metric.
PlayStation on the same metric, exactly, he hit the nail on the head. I'm just being silly. All PlayStation 5s are made alike, all PCs not. So you can have 400 million PC players, but all their rigs are not the same. So they may not be able to play the game, but everyone that has a PS5 can play a PS5 game. So let's keep it
Right.
that way. But I just wanted to think, as far as that, as far as the Larian Studios and Knights of the Old Republic, if I would had the opportunity, I would have again um, Obsidian do it, but it has to be take the turn based out and just make it like a regular RPG, action RPG, and it'll be fun. What are your thoughts, Mega?
Um, I'm assuming Disney's game division pretty much owns Knights of the Old Republic,
Yeah, they own Star Wars.
The
and
licensing of
thus
it.
and
They own
thus that
Star
means they can give
Wars.
it to any like publisher or developer.
Correct.
Hmm.
Because remember the rumors that it was canceled. So yeah.
To be honest, I personally don't really know who will be the right company
Okay.
to handle like a Knights of the Old Republic remake. because it's hard for me
Okay,
to judge since I haven't, played the original
played it.
game.
Oh, that makes sense. What about you, Jazz?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Who should be able to get Knights of the Old Republic? Who
I
would you think be your
I
best?
I jokingly I said Bethesda, just because I like them and I'm mad at them
Oh,
not
I,
getting
I would
killed.
I would go for them too. I would go for that too.
Yeah,
I want to know what kind of Star Wars game they would make.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
definitely go for that.
Yeah, that was the first thing out of my Bethesda. But um, yeah, I'm gonna stick to that because I
Okay,
think that
that
would be
sounds
cool.
good.
I enjoy a lot of their other RPGs.
Because because one thing I will say about Besta, that like leveling up system, that'll be good for like Jedi and good and bad powers.
Yeah.
That would be a good feature.
And they got the Foos Road doll. Imagine that with the Force and all that. That'd be cool.
They already got the lightning covered. They hey.
Okay. Um. Here's a. What do you guys think? Okay, we're gonna move on because, like, to me, I just don't know who's gonna redo it. But if anybody got it, we all said who we think we get it. I don't care who gets it, as long as it's not a turn-based RPG. I just can't do them. And that's
That'll
just
kill the vibe.
yeah, it will.
That will
It'll
kill the
destroy
vibe.
it. It would definitely destroy it. Um, you guys heard that? What do you think about Insomniac getting hacked right after Sony, the parent company, was hacked? And they said Insomniac was hacked and Spider-Man images for the next Spider-Man. No, Wolverine came out. Wolverine images for hit the net. What do you guys think about that? Have any of you did any of you see the pictures? Because it looked like it was like in early
I,
development.
I've seen it, and I just find it ironic that they
It
got
reminds me
hacked.
of Last of Us. Why does it? What do you think? Okay, give me your thoughts. I want everybody to give me their thoughts. Go ahead, OG.
First of all, Bethesda showed Blade. First of all,
Oh
and
no,
then
we're not
just
talking
out of
about
the
that.
blue,
No, we're not talking about that. Leave
out of the
Blade
blue,
last. Okay.
I know. I'm just saying, but
Okay.
Insomniac, all of a sudden, these Wolverine pics get leaked. No, I think Insomniac leaked those pictures themselves to try to
Do
hype
you?
up Wolverine over Blade.
Do you?
Yep,
I'm not sure about that. That sounds too conspiracy to me.
too ironic. It's too ironic. It's just too ironic to me.
You believe that? You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say anything about tripping. What about you, Mega? What you think?
So with this lead, the only things I saw was like the names and like I guess project stuff that they had, like for
And Spider-Man.
example, Spider-Man 3.
We're gonna call it, for lack of a better term, yeah, Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, this is going to be a Spider-Verse game.
Tell
And
you what, they gonna run that damn Spider-Man to death, aren't they? All these playing Spider-Mans,
yeah,
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, they
4.
are.
I'm gonna
Uh,
talk
Yeah,
to
they
it.
are.
I'm gonna talk about that a bit later. But the one that caught my attention the most is that it looks like a code name called RCE. And there's people speculating that it's either Resistance or Ratchet and Clank.
What's the E?
And to me, I hope it's either one of them because I really don't want Insomniac to become the Marvel game studio. And I may be
Yeah.
granted I may be a bit biased since in terms of Insomniac's catalog, only really play like their original IPs. And I haven't played
well,
like a single one of their Marvel stuff.
let me say this to you. I don't think it's going to be um, the shooter based off the fact of they don't know how to do multiplayer because they just canceled one of the multiplayer games. The Last of Us multiplayer, they canceled that today. They officially announced canceling today.
Oh wow.
So Resistance If that's going to be a multiplayer and a campaign, I don't think they're going to invest time with that. But go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to say that's pretty much it, really.
Okay. Search.
What about the leaks?
Hmm.
What about them? Like, just in general?
In general.
Yeah, I think it could happen, and I don't know if it. I don't know. My mind was that it was just like being leaked for the simple fact that nothing, no news was really going on. So a hack is a
Yeah,
hack is a hack is a hack.
not
Like,
over there.
what do you mean not over there? What you mean by that?
Not on the PlayStation.
Nah. Okay, here go his X bone is showing. Anyway,
X.
anyway,
Yeah,
so
let's
yeah,
search finish.
I think it was just a regular hack because people have been speculating about the Wolverine game for quite some time, and especially with the Deadpool and all that, people have been searching for information on Wolverine. So I can pretty sure it could be a legit hack, and people just because if they holding it for ransom and they talking about auctioning it off,
$2
uh,
million.
yeah, it's small for them, but something that they believe that maybe get paid off or negotiated. So it seems it seems legit.
Okay. Jazz, what about you?
Um, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I haven't really seen much about the Wolverine thing other than this picture here. I didn't know about the ransom, the Bitcoin ransom for the data. That's crazy. Yeah, this one's new.
Okay, well, excuse me. I think it's real based off the fact that somebody's personal data that works at the company was exposed. So with that type of breach, they couldn't. I don't think they would put that out there like that of someone's
Mm.
personal information that worked within Insomniac. Now, the only thing that scares me is that this happened to Sony, and it happened didn't happen to inside of Sony. And what I said mean by inside of Sony, if this wasn't a breach that they learned something from the previous breach, then to me, that is telling me Sony has horrible overall as a company security
Hmm.
controls in place because their smaller entity was breached. You were breached, so then your breach, you should be on higher alert, shutting all types of services down or making sure you change everything internally, unless that breach was already capitalized, like I said, off the previous breach, and they were just sitting there data mining already. So maybe because it seems as if that happened right afterwards, less than 2 or 3 months later, 2 months later, you have another breach. That
Mm.
just seems a little peculiar. Excuse me, a little peculiar to me. And
Like they had something sitting there and they was like, yeah, let's
they
see how
had to
long.
have, yeah, as I said, they must have been just mining the data, seeing what's going on there. And I don't know. To me, they didn't have again the right secure. I don't. Well, I can't say that. Well, they got breached, so some control was not in place to stop it, or somebody didn't have proper security awareness training within Insomniac. If it was a breach that came from someone that was fooled by some form of malware, which doesn't make sense to me. But I think I take all breaches seriously, and it's scary because everyone thinks that Well, I don't know. You just can't say Sony didn't know what they were doing, but breaches happen to everyone, so I got to give them the benefit of the doubt. No one is immune to a breach. So I have, but it just scares me when it happens to the same company. Lightning shouldn't strike twice in the same place. And since Insomniac is part of Sony, then to me, it's the same company, not Insomniac, because security control should matriculate down. Sony shouldn't have a security policy that doesn't matriculate to Insomniac. That's just my point. And we'll see what happens in 2 or 3 weeks or a week if and when Sony pays. Now, the scary part is we don't know what they have. Meaning, do the hackers have a lot more than they're saying, or do they have something that is Sony doesn't want out? Do they have personal information that can be put on the dark web for people to find? Who knows? But I just found this to be kind of interesting and scary at the same time. So we'll see in a couple of weeks what happens. Any additional thoughts?
No, just like what you said, it's jacked up that it could
Yes.
happen something like
Yeah.
this. And like, if they didn't learn a lesson about the breaches, it shows you that you don't be putting your information, too much information on Sony make.
Mhm.
Up that security priority for the customers.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that it makes you wonder what type of security they have.
If any. Because
Little to
No, I
we
mean,
were told
no. I think sometimes, and this is where I want to make sure we're all on the same page. I think a lot of times people think that they watch too much TV and see people breach these networks and say, oh, they got in and they did this, and this encryption was 256, 512-bit encryption, and they broke that type of encryption. No, 1024-bit encryption. No, that didn't happen. And some of the low-level person, it's always through some type of malware, low-level attack, where someone may have sent
click
an
the wrong
email.
link.
Right there, you go. That's why I said. That's why. That's
Oh
why I
man, I'm gonna
said
get this.
that.
I'm gonna get these discounted coupons in Longhorn. Yeah.
Yeah. Or some weak security. If they didn't have proper security awareness training, somebody could have been allowed to work from home and say they could have worked from their home computer and VPN in and had this, that, and the other. They didn't have the proper controls, the security controls in place. I don't know, but it's always the weakest link. And I don't think they just went in and found a way. And they probably could have, or through Sony's email and saw weakness. And there was a certain CVE they took vulnerability exploitation that they saw, and they said, "Oh, we're going to use this." And we know Sony didn't patch their Apache server. I'm just making an example. Not today anyone's used it, but they didn't do XYZ. So we don't know, but I'm just going to give them the benefit of
We
the
have an
doubt.
insider saying that they didn't do protocols XYZ.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks. What do you guys think about the rumor? Not it's not even a rumor anymore. It's a fact that Microsoft has hired ex-PlayStation exec as Microsoft's getting more into Japan. They hired a woman, I forgot her name, Mina Kato. She was a big PlayStation executive. Now she's going to work for Microsoft, and she stated more or less that the Japanese market needs to grow. In order for them to grow, they need to invest more and go outside of PlayStation. What are your thoughts on that, Mega? What are your thoughts? Do you think it provides by Microsoft hiring and Sony PlayStation X execs Do you think she would be able to make inroads for Microsoft to grow in that market?
Depends on
Megan?
like her plan because we don't exactly know like what she needs to
No,
do.
no. The question to you is, do you think she can make a difference? We don't know the plan. I'm giving you her backup. She is a ex PlayStation exec to help grow PlayStation. So, do you think
Which era
she,
of PlayStation though?
huh?
Which era of PlayStation?
Recent, within
Recent.
the last 2 to 3 to 4 years. So she's not old PlayStation. She's new PlayStation.
Uh well, after hearing that, I'm a bit skeptical because I'm pretty sure PS4 and PS5 era, even though like, it always does like, well in Japan, it felt like it went downhill in terms of like caring about the market. Because like for the PS4 came out I think at a later date in Japan. Like it came out in like for like the Western world, it came out in like late 2013, but for Japan, it came out like around early 2014 for some weird reason. And for the PS5 when that was released, there was the whole like X button and circle button controversy because like in Japan, usually the circle button is for accepting stuff, but while here in the West it's the X button and the X button was used instead. And it seems like they really weren't caring about like I guess
But
localizing or
hold on. But you're looking at it in a different perspective. The question is, you're looking at trying to look at a granular level. You said Western, and they adapted. She is Asian, Japanese, so she is there. She's on the streets, let's say that. She knows what's going on there, not based on Western, Eastern ideologies on what you do here, what you do there. The question I'm asking is, do you think she could help Microsoft in Japan?
I'm not I'm really not sure just because like there's not enough like data to base it on. I think this is a we'll see situation.
Okay. What about you, OG?
I think she kind of will help because she can navigate Japan a little bit better than what we have over there currently. Because Xbox struggles in Japan, and I think it's a language barrier too.
Culture. Let's say culture.
Yeah, culture. So I think she will help.
Okay. Uh, Jazamoto.
I am just gonna say yeah because I mean it is what it is, and I'm not a Japanese expert, but I know the language a bit. I know the culture. They are going to be more receptive to, dare I say, one of their own, especially when it's a Western system. So I think it's not just the fact that she's Japanese, but the fact that she came from Sony and she's Japanese. I really think it'll, you know, significantly help. We don't know what she's gonna do, but I think that's a big old foot. That might be 2 feet in the door. So I'm excited to see because I like
Hmm.
random Japanese games, all that. So yeah, I'm for it.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
excited. Like
yeah, I
Okay.
feel like
one
she has.
example, because this was years ago. My cousin, this is when it was only PS4 and all that. There was a game, and actually Sir Rich got it when we came back home called Tokyo Jungle. It's just an obscure Japanese game. That mess was so much fun. I'm like, man, I wish
Yeah,
Xbox had some stuff like this. And
it
now,
was
hopefully, we
about
gonna see
random
stuff like
things.
that. Yep.
random animals in the apocalypse, and you have to survive at them. So, like at first, you started off as a house cat, and you got out, and you have to fight other animals and become feral to survive. Because all the humans would go.
Okay. Serge, you got anything else to say?
um, I think it's a good move if you expand on expanding your spaces in the land where you're weak in to get somebody who has a good foothold in the land and can communicate with those. Because I'm pretty sure she can reach out to some of her old contacts and strike some
Yeah,
conversations and get in
right. You
rooms that
hit
they
that.
couldn't get in
That's the
before.
salesperson. That is exactly right. That's exactly where I was going to go. But keep going.
No, that's like that's, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just overall
Okay.
good because they
Here,
can
here.
expound.
Not only that, and he, like Serge said, is that one. If she helped grow business in Japan and she's an executive, she knows all the right contacts at all the various Japanese developers. It's not only about growing the Xbox in the Japanese market, it's about getting those developers to take the time to port their games to the Xbox to
True.
sell in Western markets too. Now, that's why she said, in order to make more money, everything about businesses, what have you done for me lately? And I
Mm-hmm.
guess where PlayStation was looking at it as an arrogant point of view is that, hey, we don't have to worry about Japan. We know they're going to buy our crap. So why do we have to spend time worried about Japan? You see my point of view. So how
No
are
doubt.
these Japanese developers, if they're only catering to their own market in the PlayStation world and not paying attention to the biggest market, which I gave y'all a hint to earlier, the PC market, and Windows is Xbox to me. And if
Mm-hmm.
they say, okay, if we can get them to start marketing, develop games, because you remember Microsoft started a couple of years ago, the development kit, the PC and the Xbox development kit are so similar now. So if they make it for the Xbox, they can still port it to the PC to some degree. That's a big audience that they can cater to. Then if you say, well, we can put it in the file, we can do here, we can do that. That's what I think if she can convince all the at least a good percentage of developers to say, wait a minute, you're missing an opportunity. If you're keeping yourself closed to just this market, think about like Jazz said, a quirky game that you didn't think was going to be anything, but you played and had heck of fun with. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I think may have an opportunity to say, wait a minute, we open up to Xbox and we can open up to putting games on Game Pass or making it mobile, putting it in their mobile stores. Then we have an opportunity to shine.
Yes, because they know what indies sell and they see the indies because that's a majority. When I play indies, I find more indies that I like just for sheer enjoyment. They can look like garbage flash games, but they're fun.
At the end of the day, that's all that mattered. That's why we first
Right.
started
So
playing games in the first place.
I was
Right.
gonna say this is a bit random, but it's kind of related to this. But shout outs to Happy Wars because that's
Yes,
the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
yeah
yes,
yeah shout outs
yes.
to
That's
Happy
an example.
Wars because that's a Japanese developed first party Xbox game and the only one I can name really.
That was a fun game.
That a lot of people liked.
Yeah, Medic said hello. Thanks, Medic.
Yeah, that's the perfect example.
Yeah.
I'm happy with.
I wonder if people still play Happy Wars. I should
I'm
play
pretty
one
sure because you can download it right now.
because
hmm
holy crap, it's been years.
We used to play that with one of our other buddies. Yeah. He keeps changing his gamer tag.
Whiskey.
Yes. I was about to say Woker. Whiskey and Joker.
Yeah, the same person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they mix together.
Hmm. Okay, but well, like I said, I think in time we'll see. I think it's a good strategic move
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna give you another example of a good strategic move. Who left Microsoft to go to Amazon? The head of the design of the Surface. That man, what's his name? He's Greek. He used to work for Microsoft, but now he works for
Oh, I remember seeing his name.
Amazon.
Uh,
I forgot his name.
I definitely know who you're
What is
talking
this?
about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I definitely know who you're talking about. Just forgot his name.
This
What is
must be a
his
different
name?
guy because I'm thinking I'm not sure if it's the same dude, but
Panos.
I thought he worked.
Panos Panay.
And it
Panos
was a
Panay.
super Greek
Okay,
name. I
never
was
Yeah,
mind.
like,
it's that
Okay,
super
never mind.
Greek name. Yeah, but like I said, and you don't hire people just to hire them. You hire people because they're going to bring something that they can add to the table. So I think they did a good strategic move. We'll see how. Maybe in next year or two, because I don't think she can start working for what, another 6 months. Next, she's not going to start working till the summer. Is that when she starts working?
Good
see what
question.
I
it
don't know
says
when
in
she
this
starts
article.
working.
Let me see.
I don't know when she's going to start.
Probably still iron details out.
I think she's under an
NDA.
Contract
yeah,
or something.
yeah, she can't start till 6, 7 months, maybe a year. But we'll see.
Hey, but it's a good move. I'm glad they expanded in weak territories. That's actually a very good sign.
I'm super excited because I get to nerd out some more.
Mhm.
Give me all the weird games.
Because isn't that what happened last time when we started getting those Japanese RPGs when they start
Yeah,
expanding their horizons?
That
Yeah,
was
they
like the
had.
beginning of the 360 era because they had
Mm-hmm.
Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey.
Yep, that's exactly what I was hitting
okay.
at.
Man.
Here's
I
another.
actually like
This
that
is
game, Blue Dragon.
this was a quick topic, but it was a fun. It was a part of the topic because I said topic was how to cancel IGN. Anyone know why I said that and why we should discuss?
No,
No,
it's something.
I want to know.
Elaborate.
OG, OG, you don't know.
They did what IGN did. Why they did it?
I'm saying, why did I say how to
He said
cancel
it. Like,
IGN?
what is your assumption of him? Why he said
I'm
that?
saying, why should I cancel IGN? Well, how to cancel IGN? Why did I put that as a topic to discuss real quick?
Oh, because of the crap they put on Twitter.
Yeah.
Let me pull that up. Let me see.
You guys
What did
may
they
need
put? Because I saw
you guys
IGN
may need
put.
to y'all
how
need to
how to
guide me on
cancel
this
Game
one because I'm
Pass.
completely
Okay.
lost
They
on this.
just yesterday they just put up an article how to cancel Game Pass just out of nowhere. That is the
It's
best
out the blue.
subscription service right now. There is nothing better than Game Pass.
Shoot, you can
I
play on your
subscribe.
How to
TV.
chop
Come
off
on
your
now.
own foot. Okay.
Well, but just to put that out there, and you a game,
That haterade.
yeah, exactly. So everyone started saying, "Well, hey, how to cancel IGN?" And see, I told Jubba a long time ago, not a long time ago. He sent me something in IGN. I sent it right back and said, "I don't go to IGN." I said, my I have them blocked. So whenever I do that, my guards come up and they say, "Nope, can't go to IGN because I don't want anything to do with them.
Dang. They
I
got
I
haven't
don't
like
deal.
IGN since they
I
printed
don't.
magazines.
and
Yeah,
they're
I don't deal.
Yeah.
they're given a list of alternatives.
Yeah, and then
Just
those
blurred
alternatives
out.
in game back right.
Look at this. What's wrong with y'all?
They got a lot of haters over there. People really hate certain consoles.
Hmm.
But is this a word? The blatancy.
Yes,
The
It can be.
audacity.
It can be.
That's
the
crazy.
mitigated,
That's how
the
some
miti-
words are created. Just gotta have a definition.
the gall.
That's crazy. Let me get this off the screen. But go ahead.
It was just. But my point I was making is, it's just crazy how they were just supposed to be a objective. The word is
Mm-hmm.
objective journalistic site, and they're not
Yeah.
objective. That's why I can't deal with them.
No longer. And for
So that's
quite
why I
some
said,
time.
that's why I said how to cancel IGN. Don't follow them on Twitter. Block them. Block all the stuff that they say because guess what? Twitter. I mean, IGN is just bogus.
I, I just searched IGN Game Pass, and the first one from Xavier 1415 is I cancel my PS Plus, but never Game Pass. Good sir. Thank you, good sir.
No, it's
How you
hard.
gonna
I
tell
could,
people what they want to spend their money on? That's some hateration.
but right, it's anti-consumer because it's a
Anti.
good deal, and the inflation and everything's going up. You're going to tell somebody to cancel that? Are you kidding? Because you know it's like you say, it's hateration. That's why I'm like, okay, the best way to do it is I'll do you one better. I'll cancel you.
Hey, check
Yeah.
out the screen. This is your next steps.
Unfollow, block.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then it's people defending it, talking about how to cancel your Netflix subscription. They got other articles up
No,
saying
no, they did. That's when they came out and said, they were like, how do you cancel? They said, well, they're being fair because they went out and they said cancel all the other services too. No, they didn't. Those were streaming movies. That's not Game Pass.
no. And it's been times where Netflix and Game Pass have suffered to the point to where you question should you still pay for that service because is it worth the money? Do they have good movies on there?
Exactly.
They know they fueling console wars. And
That's all in
clickbait.
clicks. All
They paying, they making sure they secure their bag. Whoever paying them, they
Somebody.
making sure they keep
You
that
know-
money coming.
rumor has, I don't know, somebody said rumor that one of their biggest backers advertised is PlayStation.
With
But the funny
that, I
thing-
believe it.
Me.
But
I think they're owned by a company that owns a PlayStation thing.
no, the PlayStation, you're saying that they
Ziff
own a
Davis.
percentage. Ziff Davis.
Ah,
Who's Ziff Davis?
yeah.
But I just found that to be just sad and silly. That's why I don't deal with them. I don't mess around with IGN. I can't stand stupid.
And
So
it's
that
like,
was-
how you just gonna say something like that? Just, oh my goodness.
Just out of the blue.
That's like sitting there just looking at somebody's picture and just be like, you know what? I'm angry at you today.
And here's the funny thing.
Thread about
Here's the funny thing. I bought my nephews an Xbox Series S for Christmas, and I made sure I got the one with Game Pass in it because I wanted them to have a nice way of playing with a subscription service. So that I ain't canceling nothing.
No.
Just out of the blue. You know, it's stupid.
It's hate. It's just the things that they do. It just boggles the mind.
It's hate, it's vitriol. It's all that.
But then they came back. Oh, and I have to say this. Then they came back later in the day. How you cancel PlayStation Plus because their prices went up. Oh, but you give a reason for PlayStation, but you don't give a reason for X. But just say, oh, cancel it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they're doing it for clicks. That's why I don't click anything they're doing. If somebody else put up there, I'll read their posts, but I will not go to that site because I will not give them a click.
Yeah, now they doing that on purpose, big time.
See, look, now I'm able to find one about PlayStation Plus. What was this?
Mhm.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that was a response.
That's funny. Oh wait,
That's
but the photos here aren't blurred. I'm noticing. I don't know if that's just me, but the Xbox one was blurred. These ones are
Mhm.
not. I'll check that
Okay.
out. Anyway.
But that was something funny. So let's stay on the PlayStation world. You guys see the specs with the PlayStation Pro? What do you think? Think it's coming out next year, and OG, will you be buying it?
I may buy it. Since the Slim. I can't get no Slim this year.
You're gonna be getting that because
it's the other PlayStation. It's the original. So I might as well get the Pro.
okay, it's got what they call the SoC. It's called Voila, 8-core AMD Zen at 4.4 gigahertz, 30 WPG, the 60 CUs, RAM 16 gigs. So I'm just trying to think if it's uh how many teraflops is it?
Oh, my eyes just went on it.
I don't
28.
know if it lists teraflops.
It's not. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't
Implied
believe that.
28. It says an implied 28.
Implied. It probably going to be the same as the Series X, or a
I
little
don't
bit.
see how. Let's be realistic. And then it says at core 14.33 teraflops. If we ignore dual issue factor, do you know the heat and all that? 14.33 and the Xbox is what 12.2?
12.2.
Okay, that's barely 2 teraflops more. I don't see it, and then so that means Sony gonna that's not gonna cost. What's the price you think that's gonna cost?
7.
If it exactly, I don't see it under $600+.
Aren't the Slims
Even
supposed to be
if it's
700.
smaller,
No.
but
The pros always cost more.
Oh wait, the Pro. Why I said Slim? Never mind.
Mm-hmm. The Slims was ones that was cheaper.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Slims used to be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they are still
Yeah.
compared to the Pro.
Right.
so
Pro
now,
probably going to be 600.
so now you
That's
have to cater. You have to cater to two different SKUs because the PlayStation is going to have that low end. So they're going to say, okay, the regular PlayStation is going to be like the Series S,
mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
but
That's
one
turning
has
into the Series
RDNA
S.
2. Wait a minute, one has RDNA 1.5, and this has RDNA 3. The Xbox has true RDNA 2. So at least if the Xbox come out one, I don't know. I just don't see how they will put another one out at a. I don't see how it can cost under $600+. And your main base has the lower end model with 50 million units. I don't get that. What are your thoughts, Jazz? Moto.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see. If
I'm
it's,
interested in the price.
yeah, I was just about to say if it's under 700, because I still don't have a PS5, so let's see.
I don't see me getting it. I don't because I got my PS5 and
Yeah, because you
I
got a
can't.
PS5. It'd be
All
different if you
Right.
didn't have
Yeah.
one. If you didn't have one, you would feel different, I believe.
Let me
Yeah.
rescind what I just said only because thinking logically, this is a Pro. And I mostly play on Xbox, and I still have an S. So if I'm gonna get a Pro anything, I'm gonna upgrade my Xbox. I'm still gonna get a PS5, but
I actually
Yeah.
was debating them because them things was popping up for $350.
that's what I'm saying.
I almost
Like-
got one. I was like, ooh, I kind of do want a
Like,
big black
It would have
hunk
been a
of.
nice move.
PS5 is still on my radar. Look, when do y'all get the Pro? Tell us. Tell us what it's like.
I want the Pro, but I ain't in no rush to get it.
I don't
I
have
say
enough
that.
games I want to play that
I guess I can say
deserve
something.
a Pro.
Well, by the time the Pro comes out, that'll be definitely games on there. Because if these games that don't get pushed back that they all announced during the Game Awards, it's hey, they'll have plenty to play.
Yeah.
You mean third party games because they didn't announce that much.
No, they didn't. They announced a couple of them, and I'm talking about all the games on PS5 that I can't play because
Okay.
I don't have PS5, so all those count for me. They add to the list, even though it's only like 2. And I want to play God of War on the PS5, so
It looks good on the PS5, but I'm not, and I'm still playing it under the. I am still playing the God of War 2 on the trial mode because I refuse to buy it until it goes down in price. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm not joking.
no, because it's not.
I'm just not going to
It's
do
limited. You got
Yeah.
time limit on it.
Uh-oh.
it. Yeah, it's like I think it was 2 hours, and I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like, nope. Okay, I can wait till they go on sale. And that's what's wrong with Sony overall. They refuse to they try to Nintendo it, meaning they don't want to ever put them games on sale. And it's Christmas time. Microsoft is coming out with sales like crazy.
Crazy.
Sony don't have a sale going on at all. That lets you know right there. What are your thoughts, Mega?
As for me, I could go either way because I don't have a
No, you
PS5.
can't. Yeah, you gonna be. No,
Man,
you
that
can't.
didn't
I
even
forgot.
sound right coming out
Mega,
your mouth, going either way.
Mega,
Why not?
Mega,
Yeah, I know
Mega, you
I know
Mega.
I'm not the one to usually buy those things. I know
Right. No,
exactly
but you'll
what
be
y'all
in.
talking about.
But I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna be like, you'll be in school, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, he ain't worried about no games. He
You can
worried
But
about
decide.
these
anyways, when I
books.
have the time,
About these books.
I'll be fine with either model because at the end of the day, if I get to play Ratchet and Clank and Final Fantasy, then I'll be good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay. Did everybody get a little point of view? Did I get everybody? Double, I got you.
Oh, what's up? I'm
No,
sorry.
double.
Yeah.
I didn't notice one of my friends was in the
Yeah,
chat.
I said I'll probably if it come out next year, I'll probably buy it.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
see
we
what
didn't hear
happens.
him. We did not hear that from him.
We'll see what happens.
Because he gotta have his systems. He a collector of sorts.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Even though he had Xbox.
Yeah,
But anyway. Love his Xbox.
I still want to buy a Super Nintendo.
Okay.
I still gotta buy a Dreamcast.
Okay. Okay, let's get to this last. No, let's go through this topic real quick. Game Awards. You guys weren't able to attend, but we had a little double. Do you have your? I want to go through who was right for Game of the Year. We were all right for Game of the Year. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh shoot! I don't even know. I don't even know why I put that list.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Then don't worry about it.
Dang it. I was really curious on who got the most right.
Oh, I think it was me.
Oh,
I
of
think it was
course.
me.
Baldur's
Yeah,
Gate.
Nah,
Gonna say
Baldur's
that.
Gate.
I
Of course
think
he
it
gonna
was
say
me.
Of course he gonna say that's
that.
true.
Of course he gonna say that. I think it was me.
Yeah.
How was what that was right? Shoot.
I'm not the competitive type, but you're gonna feel goofy once the final results come. I'm really confident it's me though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on a I went to PlayStation site just to see if God of War Ragnarok was on sale. The game's still $69. Sony lost this
Oh
over a
no.
year. They lost their mind.
They only got so many
And for a
games, man.
holiday,
they ain't giving nobody
they
no break.
They don't
they
make
are giving them
money.
no, they sure don't. Now if it was like $49, $59, okay, I'll give you my money.
You could get a
Okay.
30% off. Come on, man.
It's
Get
only
that 30.
nasty. Only nasty. Okay, let's get to this last topic. Okay. I'm sure you all saw, and Jazz, could you roll that in the stream, the blade?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what I want to set the scene for, what did you guys think about the blade announcement? And why did the internet or people go crazy about the exclusivity issue of saying, oh, it's going to be on a PlayStation X and it's going to be here and we know it's going to be here because it's Disney and
I don't care about that. It's Blade.
it's no, but what I'm saying is that is what they're saying, and my whole
No, I'm
point is,
just I get what you're saying, but I'm saying
yeah,
why should you care about that? It's Blade.
there you go. But
That's like them announcing the Black Panther game or Wolverine game.
which is
You
being
shouldn't
made.
care.
Right, but it's being made. Black Panther's being made and Wolverine's being made. But
Mhm.
my point I'm making is they're arguing mad because it's not going to your certain piece of plastic. Well, then buy an Xbox. Why are they?
You talking
Oh,
about the
because
people who said exclusivity is the wave of the future? You talking about them
but
people?
I think that's because that's entitlement. Because you demand something, but when no one said a word about Spider-Man being exclusive to PlayStation or Wolverine being exclusive to PlayStation.
No.
So is it an issue?
No.
Like it is what it is,
You
right?
can do it and you can't. Yeah.
But
And the only reason why they say that because they know who own the company just making the game.
Mhm.
Arcane.
And so they got mad because Arcane didn't say exclusive. So what did you think about that? Do you think they should have said exclusive, OG? How do you think they should have handled it?
I actually think they need to just come out point blank on these folks now. But
You said rip them
evidently,
with band off.
How does it remind me of the color purple?
just say it. Just say it. Xbox exclusive.
You think
got
they
these
should
people
say?
in limbo.
You think they should say Xbox exclusive?
Yep.
I like the
Okay.
bad press. That's some good marketing right there.
That's what I mean. That's a very good point. That's what I would say. Don't say anything and let all these people just advertise it more for you. Because a lot of people were saying, "Well, we up here discussing this and discussing that," but if they had announced that it was coming, then and it was on Xbox, then we wouldn't be having this announcement. Yes, you would. You'd be doing the
It's
same thing you're
definitely in
doing
their
now.
head.
Yeah, it lives in their head, just like when they
It
said
lives in their head.
Starfield.
Yeah.
It lives. So why even worry about it? Because Phil Spencer said we bought Bethesda for exclusivity, except for games that are already out. Right
True.
now,
Yeah.
what is the big deal? I'm asking you guys. Jazz Moto, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, especially if that is what is going to happen, and that's what he said, then I mean, I don't know.
It is what it
Not
is.
Xbox.
It is what it is. Yeah. But thank you, Mark.
Or just get
Well,
Game Pass.
Yeah, I was about
exactly.
to say, shoot.
Just get Game
The
Pass.
Xbox that comes with
Yeah.
it. Oh.
Or get a Samsung TV, or there's many ways you could use Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's great.
There you
Yeah.
go. I'm excited for it.
What about you, Mega?
Yeah, of course it's going to be exclusive.
Are you excited?
I'll say I need some like gameplay.
You never watched the Blade movie, have you?
I'm embarrassed to say,
No.
yeah, I haven't.
I know you haven't. OG, we gonna get you. OG, you
He
go
actually showed me the
get.
introduction. He showed me
See,
the
how you gonna show
introduction.
him fragmentations? That is so horrible. That's mean, man.
You never
That's just
seen.
Right.
mean.
You never
Right.
seen
So the
Blade.
amazing
No,
introduction, it made me be
you
like,
never. Okay,
okay,
let
I
me
need to
rephrase
see
it.
it.
Let me rephrase it. You've never seen Blade with Wesley Snipes either.
Mm-mm.
Oh
That's
my God, OG.
After all that he talked about Blade, he can't play
Oh
Blade.
my
Nope. I'm
God.
taking it. I'm coming over his house, make sure it's not
We
on his
can't let
system.
him play.
Nope. Nope.
OG, we gotta come for you.
Talk about
Hey, I was
Blade is my
surprised too he
favorite
ain't
hero.
seen Blade. You hear me? I was surprised too he ain't seen Blade.
You surprised he ain't seen it?
I'm not sure why you would be surprised because you never talk about Blade to me until now.
Mm-hmm. Look at
Well,
that.
that was maybe you did.
But Blade
But
is kind
here's
of
the thing.
vicious. You're new
But
to the
I
level
think
of violence.
right. But what's his name? Marsala, whatever his name is, playing in the movie,
Marshala
the
Ali.
new one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's. I think he can hit that out the park.
Yes.
I think he
Oh
can
yeah,
hit
he's
that.
an excellent
Let me,
actor.
Yeah, he's.
hold on.
Me and OG was talking about that yesterday. Like his range is incredible.
Yeah, he's great. I really respect him. Now, not only that, I think. So let me hit. Serge, you had anything you wanted to say about it?
I was saying it, like my
Okay.
piece.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say that I don't understand people because my point is, you knew it was going to be Xbox, PC. It wasn't going to be on PlayStation. It never had the opportunity to be on PlayStation. I don't even see a reason for the game to be on PlayStation. That's point one. When Phil Spencer again said, "We are going to make games we're going to put games where Game Pass exists." If he said that, why is there a discussion on it? And another thing. They always say, well, the game won't do well unless it's on PlayStation. Remember that? OG, y'all remember them saying that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so hold on. I want to ask y'all one question, and I'm gonna specifically ask OG this because I want him to get it, and then y'all gonna pick it up. How many units did Spider-Man sell?
Is that 5 million?
How many Starfield sold put out there? 10,
10, 12?
12. Spider-Man again?
5.
Spider-Man again?
There we
5.
go.
Starfield 12. So you tell me which one did better. Engagement. So
Baldur's Gate.
you well, Baldur's Gate too.
They always do that. They moved it. It was Baldur's Gate. Don't
Yeah,
you make me say nothing bad about Spider-Man. I can't do it. You gotta say
but my
something else.
point is the only point I'm making is that yes, it can do well without the other. That's all I was trying to say. That it can do well. It doesn't need one because especially if it go on the cloud, one, and if it go on PC, two, and if it go to Nvidia, because remember a lot of Microsoft games are going to Nvidia, that's going to make people buy it, and
Mhm.
Xbox.
There's a lot of different ways to access
Yeah.
Microsoft
So
games. Like,
now here's the other question:
hmm.
based off the look, do you want it? I think all of us probably except Mega has played an arcade game, right? Dishonored.
Yeah, yeah, I
Would you
played.
rather? And it's going to be third person. So would you rather it look like Dishonored? Because I'm gonna tell you how I would rather it look,
I
but I
was
don't think
just
it
about.
is.
Oh, thank you for bringing this up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
No, I
Oh,
want
you
you.
mentioned
No, I
Dishonored.
want you.
Just to correct you, I played Dishonored before. Dishonored
Okay,
is
you played it.
awesome.
Okay. So would you rather have the graphic style of Dishonored or the graphic style of Wolfenstein?
That's easy.
Ooh.
That's easy. That's
I
easy.
already know mine. I already know the
That's
one I.
easy. That's easy for me. That's easy.
Okay,
That's
which one
easy.
for you, Serge?
Um, my cousin game, Wolfenstein. I would want it to be Wolfenstein.
You would look like Wolfenstein look good. That's true.
Yeah, because I mean they they have sneaking elements in Wolfenstein. It's just that you more so want the action of Wolfenstein. Just like the reason why I said that is because it's close to Doom.
That's where I was. That's the one I
That's why I'm
wanted
like,
to know.
like,
And remember,
Oh,
he was always a badass in Wolfenstein, walking around talking mad
yeah,
and
yeah.
how
That's what I'm saying. The feeling of
bring
Blade.
Blade into the equation. It's just like I love Dishonored. That would be kind of cool if they wanted to do like more of a stealthy centered thing. But
but it's third
he ain't
person.
only exactly. So
Yeah, and you sneak in Wolfenstein, you don't have to sneak, but you can. Just like in Blade, and there's multiple ways to do things. Hey, I think that's a good analogy there.
I like that. I like that Doom engine. They can make it look like Doom.
Yep.
Oh
Because
God.
it's fast paced when you get like really into it, and oh my goodness,
Vampires flying directly at you. Can you
and
imagine?
then they could do the music in there too, the beat music.
Kai says she's excited. Yep.
And you making me want to play Doom. I got
Did
it. What am I
y'all?
Doom
I'm
Eternal?
telling you, if they showed artwork on it today, but I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything based off the artwork, but somehow, some way, if they could make that Blade look like Doom, it's
Mm,
all in third person.
mm.
It's all she wrote.
That's a new
Because
arcade game.
yeah, that would be off the chain to look
Definitely.
like Doom. Because Doom looked great. Not that Machine Games Wolfenstein didn't look good. Wolfenstein looked good too. Dishonored looked good. But if it looked like
It's the
Doom,
movement on Doom
The
yeah,
and
movement, the crispiness. Like I played Doom Eternal before I got the current TV I have now, and I felt like I had a newer TV. That game.
oh, you make it. Oh, don't make me download it. Ah,
I know,
that's
right?
one of
You
my
know what I'm
favorites.
saying? Like it just looks so incredible.
Yes, I didn't even think of that. Oh, I didn't think of
Doom
that.
Eternal. Yeah, I've been streaming that. But man,
Yeah, Doom Eternal's hot. It is.
Yes, because it enhanced Doom. Like Doom was good, but Doom Eternal, they just went a whole nother level.
They went crazy.
A whole nother level.
Yeah,
The
Doom
music
goes
going.
off.
It's a
Got
difficult
chills. He
game.
said, "Ugh."
It's a very difficult game, but it's so
Oh no,
fast paced and
it
like
is Doom.
ah.
Let me pull
Doom
up some
Eternal.
gameplay. Hold up.
Doom Eternal is extremely difficult. No matter what is difficult because just timing, jumping, it's all that crap in one. And I'm like,
Mhm.
wow.
And the fact
Smite
the way they
Yeah.
pulled it
yeah.
off like that to make it because they didn't use all the capability they can. But the frame rate is stable. Like it's just a good game. It's a
hmm
good balance.
OG, what about you?
What I prefer?
Yeah,
That's the question. What
it's
is
for a Blade game, like
I
between those
got a
two
feeling it's
games.
gonna look. I got a feeling it's gonna look like Deathloop.
Deathloop, he went
you
left.
may be right. You may be
Yeah,
right.
he has a point.
You
I
know
know
what? I'm
because
gonna
that's
play the trailer again because it does have a paintbrush look to it.
yeah, it does. Oh, and then what he got right about that barbershop, look on the wall. Just and that
Oh
look
yeah,
on
I'm
the
definitely playing
wall.
it again.
He yeah, look on they got I don't I'm like one thing about a barbershop for people like to look like us, no matter where you go in the world, it's the same look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Look on the
yeah,
wall.
it's the same look. I think it's gonna look exactly like the trailer,
So my point
just
I'm
like
making is when they that trailer captured so much about
Oh,
people
well,
who
the
don't
feeling.
understand. Right. The barbershop, the whole thing about that barbershop, which to me, that is something that was crazy to put in the video game because that is the essence to me of catching something from people that look like us.
Yeah, they did it in Luke
Because
Cage.
that barbershop is a scene. It's
Yep.
where wherever
that's what
you
it
go,
feels
It's
like.
a
Like
feeling.
you
It's
say,
like
yeah,
going into the
that's
console.
what it
Like you
feels.
go into the meeting land,
With all the
and the
yeah.
signs,
way it
pick
looked.
your number. Did anyone else besides me? I'm sorry, this is a little off topic. This scene here, how he's trembling with the blade, I instantly went back to the color purple. She was shaving him on the step.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
He's like,
Uh,
Getting them tight curls off that neck.
Yep, them kitchens.
but you can tell that director, the guy who's directing the game, has his hands all over that from that barbershop scene. You can
Oh,
tell
that
that.
brother's gonna do amazing with this game.
You can tell that
The
he has
He's gonna
his
do
hands
lighting
over
amazing.
it.
is so cinematic. Like it's just
Even
this
though
feels like one of them like Marvel animated movies. Like
Like, I see why you said
Yes,
Deathloop.
yes, it does have a what if to it. The
yeah,
look
one
and
like what
everything.
if?
He's
Yeah.
gonna do great with this.
I hope the good graces continue more so past this little teaser.
But it's
I wonder.
one thing I
I
think they
think
should do.
it's been in development for
It's
2
one
years.
thing they should do.
When is hold on,
Yeah,
They
that was
got
my
to
next
get Wesley
question. How
Snipes.
long has
Go
it been
ahead.
in development?
It's been in development too. What should they do, OG?
They have to get Wesley Snipes to do the voice.
Nope.
They can get
Nah,
Wesley Snipes to
I'll
do
tell
the
nah.
you,
voice.
I
Or
A
can see that,
cameo, you
but
can throw
I
an
would
Easter
love that.
egg and some cameos in
make him
there.
I'll
do a
say this. Let
Stanley.
me OG. Let me say it two ways. I agree with you if and only if it doesn't come out the same year as the actual game comes out, the
With the
movie comes
movie.
out. Because if the movie comes out, I would prefer them to go with Marsala. I would
Yeah,
rather than go with
that
him.
makes sense.
But if it's not coming out for 4 or 5 years or 3 more years, then go ahead and I agree with you, get Wesley. Wesley would do that justice. He would knock it out the park. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But you'll be messing up the characters. I think they should stay with the guy who's doing it now. But they're not. But I think Wesley, like you say, I do agree. Wesley would knock that out the park.
Yeah, let's see. That'd be awesome.
And even not just like to have them, they could do some add-ins later on, of their
Yeah.
voices or something to ask them to do something for it. Maybe some DLC or something. I don't know. They've done it in the past, just like they got Johnny Cage. I mean, what they did with Johnny Cage. We got
I don't really.
Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. Come on, let's go.
They can really go big with Blade. They really can. It's going to be a hit.
Blade is one of the characters that they always need to make video games for that they never made video games for. There's a lot of characters that they need to make games for, like Daredevil. Daredevil is a good character for a video game. Low level character. They got a lot of characters where they could like really benefit in making a classic arcade or RPG style game, action RPG style games. They just missing that boat, man. It's a market just waiting.
I'm thinking 2026.
For Blade?
Yep.
With 2 years under the belt already?
I hope next year. I hope.
Rumor has it it's not coming out next year. That's what I was going to ask you, Jazz. When is the movie coming out?
Undisclosed.
Oh, okay.
The,
Thank you.
the movie's supposed to be
The movie.
2025.
So the movie's coming out in 2025.
Yeah.
Then it could be a possibility, and it would be nice if they released it along with that, because the missed opportunity for the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Raiders, to be released with the Raiders movie, Lost Ark Raiders, game, is a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it was.
So I think at this point, if they could get it out by said time, it'd be great.
November 2025.
Then that could be if they're 2 years already in, and they can get it really going for 2 more years and get the right amount of, because they got Microsoft money and they focus, and it's not like a Starfield, where Starfield is too big of a game. This is probably, and it's not open world. It's going to be like open world, for lack of a way of saying it. Open world ish, like a Spider-Man, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Like a linear dungeon crawler, but
yeah. Then they can get it out. But it
like
would be
Devil May Cry, something like that.
Right. If they can get it out that quick, then I would be happy. But it would be nice for them to get it out with the game.
It would be crazy if they did an open world though with this, and you just going around the city, Spider-Man-esque. I don't know.
Well, they said Paris, exploring Paris.
Yeah, but you could, like you said, it could be like just you going through the level and you pushing through rooms, or you could be in one area and then go to the next area. We don't know how exactly what kind of game they will make. Because like if they make it like Doom or Wolfenstein, it'll be more like that pushing through area mode rather than like the Dishonored. You're in an area, you're in a sandbox, and you got to figure out what you need to do in this area. Depending on which Dishonored you play. Some of them are linear too. Like the one Jazz is playing. Isn't that one kind of linear?
Which one? The Dishonored?
The one you playing?
Not necessarily. I would say only in a sense, because a large chunk of the game takes place in the same area for a lot of the levels, but there's a reason for that. But I still have free roam of the whole city.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like, oh, you have to go here. Oh man, I can't access that area. It's not like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I'm curious to know how they would do
it. Maybe they'll give us an update 6 months from now or something.
Well, let me say it this way. It's been in development for 2 years. So they
Right.
knew something. And it probably was in development for two platforms, meaning the PlayStation, but then they canceled it and said, no, we're just going to go one because they can focus on it. Now, if they show us anything at this year's, um, and we don't have E3 anymore. So if the summer game shows, if they show anything this summer at the summer game show, then they're going to have it ready for 25. If they don't show anything till next year, then they're not going to have anything till after that. But we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for tonight. Thank you all for visiting, giving us your time, giving us your energy, giving us your comments, and sticking with us throughout the day. Please like and subscribe. Forward it on to people and tell them to give us a look. But definitely subscribe, please. With that being said, let's get with our outros. We're going to start with OG. Where can we find you?
You can find me here every Thursday with the rest of the crew, as usual. You can also find me on Twitter, OGMM, and our Facebook group, All Things Geeky. We post in there too.
All right. Mega, where can we find you?
You'll find me every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, right here on the Gamers DMZ podcast.
Okay. Surge.
Oh, you can find me here with everybody else every Thursday. As well, you can find me on Twitter X, aka Twitter, under Sir_Rich, Sergio Richa. You can find me at Twitch. I've been posting on there again. Sir Rich, I'm currently playing Dead Space, and me and Jazz playing Dying Light, and we start playing the finals too. I think that might be something that's in there for a little bit. Facebook, you can find me there, Sir Rich Gaming, and there is a new YouTube video of me of the first 2 hours, I want to say, of Dead Space on my YouTube right now, and you can find me there, Sir Rich, and I'm gonna go start posting on there again as well too. Got some videos on D-Way. Do you know D-Way? And that's it.
Okay. Jazz.
You can find me here every Thursday with the crew. Also on Twitch, Jazzymoto, Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, Jazzymoto, and on YouTube. And on YouTube, I also have the saga of Sir Rich and I playing Dying Light 2. So lots of running and screaming and falling and hilarity. So check us out.
Whole lot of shenanigans.
Yes.
Okay. You can find me here every Thursday, and you can find me tomorrow podcast. I mean, not podcasting, gaming on something. I don't know what I'll be doing. I'm trying to do Doom. I'm level 83. I'm trying to get to 100 before the 23rd, but I got to do a dungeon, and that I may be broadcasting that tomorrow night. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be working long tomorrow, so maybe I'll get on early. But that being said, that's where you can find me, and you can find me on Twitch with the rest of the crew, and I'll be streaming some this week. I hadn't streamed all week, so I'll be streaming.
Yeah, maybe we can get on Remnant. Because I'm early.
Yeah.
I literally just started my character. I didn't do
Well, that'd be mine.
Too.
I'm only level 2. Yeah, I'm only level 2, so I gotta. Yeah, I'm just barely level 2 in Remnant. So yeah, we can hook up and do that. So that's where you can find me, people. So we can get our outros going, and Mr. Sir Rich, can you take us out of here today?
Oh, time to holla. Holla, everybody. Everybody get up here and holla. Holla, holla. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, holla, everybody. Holla, 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 holla. Good job, everybody.